Hey everyone, Colin once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses, episode 12, which I thought this was going to be the finale, but apparently there's another episode after this, so it's 13 episodes, which, okay. Guess after looking, having a look at the preview, that, okay, there's 13 episodes, okay. So 13, so I'll wait for the number for next week, so. But apparently, yeah. Episode 12. Um, I thought it was another funny episode. Get some more funny moments. This time about a lot. First half was like about cooking, which which that was fun. How his one of his imagination goes, for Komura, So well, after what after how did it go? I mean, okay, so Komura was wondering, what's he gonna do after he graduates, and Mei is just asking, what are you gonna do what are you gonna do after you graduate, and what's your future gonna be like, But he doesn't want to tell Mei that he has no plans. He just wants to go to high school and goes from there. And then he goes to ask Mei the same questions, like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Nothing." And then she goes and show a picture where what she's gonna do afterwards. But instead she shows Komura the picture of back when she was little, back in elementary school, and she gets a little flushed because remember she doesn't have her glasses, so she can't see things properly. So he actually shows him the wrong picture, and and so afterwards, then he goes to ask, wonders about, okay, show the picture that how she made this rice omelet, right? And he sees that a design when with the ketchup, when you put kind of drew like sort of like a picture on top of the omelet with ketchup, and he's asking, "What is that? It looks like a hand." And he goes, "Huh? Hand?" And she gets all flustered, like, ooh, what she usually does like that. So back at home, he was looking through his memory photos, what was it like when he was back in grade school, right? But he can't barely remember any of that. And so at dinner at the table with his mom, he was just like he also had let's say like a rice omelet for dinner too, right? So he puts the kind of like the same design with the ketchup, and his mom goes and says, "Oh, what is that? Is that a maple leaf or is that a hand?" And she goes straight and says, "Well, kind of looks like a leaf, doesn't it?" And so when he's eating, right, he's kind of like imagining if Mei cooked that meal for him, right? He's like just imagining, right, and sitting next to him at the table, wearing like the apron like a housewife would, right? And he's like, how is it? That's good, right?" He's imagining her just in her apron, just like looking like a housewife in a way, and he's like, "Stop it, God, don't think about that." And his mom's like, what do you think? What's the matter?" And he's like, "Oh, nothing." I'm like, yeah, it's like the way the mind is wandering about with Mei is like now he's imagining her as a housewife after when she cooks him a meal, "Oh, how is it?" Imagine her asking that. So, and then next we have home ec, right? Cooking class, and they're making cookies, and like just with Komura's mind just wandering off again. He's just getting all flustered all about it because as per usual. So, and like and then with Mei, she's paired up with the course of the popular kid in the school, Azuma, yeah, Azuma, and And Komura's like, get flustered because she's with him. And they're making like these cookies, right? And he said that these cookies are kind of like little circles, and they kind of look like tokens, right? And asking, does Komura go to the arcade? Right? Does he play? And another friend of his is asking him this. It's like, yeah, he does. He always kind of play it by himself, and yada yada. And so, and then Azumi is making like a cookie shaped like a bird, and she asks do you like birds? Yeah. And this is for this girl who I like that lives next door, right? And she's asking how old is she? She's in college, and he's like, older, a grown up, huh? He's like, yeah, but she doesn't, kind of like ignores me though, but he doesn't give up on trying though. And so and so afterwards, after school, right? He was getting too much frustrated. He was going to just go and run home, right? So, but May catches up to him and say, "Hey, here, you can have these." You can have these, and I made these for you. And he let me these cookies only for him. Sorry, I'm just a little tired if you're wondering, because I just got finished taking a nap because I was tired. So don't mind me if I seem a little out of it, because I just woke up from a nap, so pay no attention to that. I'm still doing this regardless whether I'm tired or not. But but he does like the cookies that he made her. And another funny part was before the home ec, right? Regarding that, he was had a piece of paper back at school. He had a piece of paper, like a future planning, right? And he puts down May's husband. So he erases May's name just before May walks in. And she sees what he was written. It said husband. I'm like, for who? Whose husband? And he's like, oh, no one, no in particular. And he kind of like May kind of gives it that little look, like, and he goes this, are you angry? I'm like, I guess she got a little flustered, said, oh, because thinking that she was gonna be her husband, and he's like, no particular reason. So I guess I like that she gets a little flustered at that part though. But then afterwards, after when he goes and finds more more photos in his memory book about when he was little, right? How where his mom took pictures of him when he was trying to at the playground at those bars, you can like pull yourself up, you can use like do pull-ups or whatever. And well, her mom took pictures of him like when he was trying to do a back flip over, and he has a falling and hitting his face, and it got a nosebleed, and so like. Well, his mom would take pictures like that, though. So at the next day of school, he was a picture of it slip out of his desk, and one of his friends, picked it up and looked at it. So showing to other like May and the other couple of others in their class, right? And like, you had black hair back then? Yeah. So, and she put and then May tried to put. This time she doesn't have her glasses with her, so she puts it kind of close to her face, away, like she kind of like almost like kisses the photo, and she's like, And then afterwards, where they're on the way back they're gonna walk home together, so they stop at the playground, but she tells Komura to wait there. Since she doesn't have her glasses, she's gonna run back home and get them, and so Komura tries to do the same thing on those bars again. Tries to do a backflip, right? And so May shows up with her glasses, right? And she wants him to do what he did, right? Do the backflip wherever he did on the bars. And this time she's videotaping it to see if he can do it. So he actually does it. He actually does like the big backflip, and then afterwards, she actually videotaped it. She goes and takes a selfie picture of him and her. So, um, and then I think then was it afterwards? Yeah, because after that's when the preview after that. So yeah, but so it was a fun, a nice harmless episode, another enjoyable episode, I would say. You know, like I said, it's harmless, fun, innocent, charming episode. So I mean, the whole thing with the whole cooking class, you know, and just Comer's imagining how. Just imagine when he was at home went through using the ketchup to make that same design, right? And when he's eating at the table, he's just imagining if May was there wearing an apron like she's a housewife, right? It's like, oh, how did it taste? Yeah, once again, Komura, just his mind just wandering off, you know, like that, right? It's always funny. And so same thinking like how May was embarrassed by her grade school photo, and so but then the same thing with Komura though. But this time he tries to do what he did in the photo, and how he ended up getting the nosebleed. You know, so because that's the thing. Shortly afterwards, that's what I remember. May, she wanted to do the same thing, right? She was going to do like the same backflip, and so she does though. But Komura was worried that, you know, because when she does it, she's going to see her underpants, right? But she's wearing shorts though, so he's like, "It's all right, I'm wearing shorts." And you see, like, him getting another nosebleed, but because the way his mind was thinking, right, he thought he was gonna see her panties, but this time she was wearing shorts instead. So that's why you end up getting the nosebleed. That's how it occurs a lot in anime, you know, with other guys who with dirty minds, right? They always get nosebleeds and stuff like that. So. But that was also funny, and that's how funny too when it was ended like that. So yeah, but I'm glad that because I was wondering, because the way this episode ended, I'm like, this is not the finale, and then it's when there was a preview. Oh, okay, so this is that's gonna be the finale. Okay, so it's 13 episodes, not just 12. So okay, because I was wondering because of how that was gonna. This is not how the way it's going. This is not how this is not gonna end. So okay, so it's 13 episodes, not 12. Okay, so anyway. But I'll look forward to seeing how it ends for next week. So, but like I said, this episode was quite another funny, charming episode, I would say. Once again, so yeah, with cooking and then memory photos, gymnastics, whatever. But yeah, but thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one of Reborn as a Vending Machine, and we'll see you next time. Later.